Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
Sheds off the tackle.
And only able to get this to the 19. Probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, set. Check Fury.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love looking to throw it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
20, TX.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On play action, here's Tua.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. This is 2nd and 8.
Now Tua. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads. give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back in the 25. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this up to midfield. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 43. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Blue strike. Hut, hut.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And this one's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
3rd down and 6.
Ready.
Now Love. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Hill shedding the tackle. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains.
Ready?
Final play of the half, Love. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 17-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game, but plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
hold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun. Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go. Charge.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Packers.
Jaden Reed,
83 yards.
and the Packers have got it back to within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Jones running left.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here
Line
we go.
of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go set. Hut.
Again, it's Jones.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready.
Play action this time with Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Interesting decision here because I think you've got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the second quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the 4th, you can't come away with nothing.
And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try to...
And he's loose again. Still going inside the 30.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Tua, one more time with Mostert. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 24. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ball red.
Now Love. Watson making the catch.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Love. Being chased out left. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Love looking to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
But this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Now 1st and goal.
52 blaster.
Now Jones. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
So now after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game.
Tyreek Hill on the return.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Watch it, Oscar. 21G, 21G.
Now Tua.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing Tua. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Love. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
An inside give to Jones. And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Love. That's taken in by Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Carlson on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First throw of the OT session for Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Tua. He'll buy some time right. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Tua to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Now Tua. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down. Here's Tua. Oh, and
It's intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So a win here for the Packers. And it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.